Okay. So now coming to here, yesterday we just understand how to identify the controls as a unique. Okay, that is the point we discussed yesterday. If you use any one of these mechanism, the ultimate goal is here, make unique of the control. Okay, make unique. That is very important. Use any of these mechanisms, but make sure you have to make a unique of the control. That is the ultimate goal, team. So, we'll start with identify by properties one by one. In this identify by properties level team, the first priority, it always goes to technical properties. So in this technical properties team, most of the cases we recommend the tag, name, inner text. All these technical properties are recommended only. Okay. All these technical properties are recommended. As per your project specification, if some people are saying we don't want this, then ignore the respective property categories to make a unit. Okay. Next. So here, let us assume the control is not unique using these technical properties. Then go here, representational property. Representational property. So in this representational team, all properties are not recommended. Only few of the properties are recommended. One is default name. Somewhat default name is stable. And another thing is associated label. Associated label. Other than this team, we do have some kind of interactive mode, true existence is equal to such a kind of representational properties also true. You can say like Boolean values true or false. Those are also not recommended because it will change dynamically. So the ultimate goal is here, team. Listen carefully. We have to make a unique, but make sure whenever you are doing a unique of the control, that unique, the control must be stable. That control must be stable. It won't change dynamically. That is the main point. That control must be stable. Okay. If control is stable, then you are able to proceed with the test execution without an error. How to check, Anusha, the control is stable or not? These all are the some of the real-time identifications which we faced. Okay. If the text is having too long, don't recommend that. If values having a combination of alphanumeric, don't take it. So the Boolean values also not recommend. Just recognize. So if you do practice based on your experience, you'll identify such a kind of things. But here we are in learning stage, right? Initial stage only, I just explained what are the controls properties, it changes dynamically. Even the same thing is applicable for all these mechanisms. If you are using technical properties, make sure to check the value of the each property. If that is changing dynamically, if you think, then uncheck that property. Don't make it use. Then representational level also we do cross-check same thing. Next one, team, in the technical properties, identify by properties level, one more thing is there, that is a transition. So this transition is not at all recommended in Tosca because it captures the X part. So it obviously captures the absolute X part. This absolute X path, it always changes dynamically, team. So don't use this absolute X path to make a unit. This one, it changed dynamically. This one, it changed dynamically. Let me show you right away. I'm just opening the Tosca commander. Yes. So once your file is ready, then directly open your applications. I'm just opening the browser. Before doing a scanning, make sure to go to your browser and within your browser, open the application URL. These things are very important. Before doing scanning. Yes. Let's make it as a starting window. Now coming back to here, team, just go back to the Tosca and this is the NOP home page. Just select this folder, go to the home tab, just highlighting my cursor moment. Yeah. Go to the home tab, click on checkout. Once you click on checkout team, just select this particular one, go to modules tab, click on scan and choose application here. You can do right click or you can directly go to this particular path. Now the scanning window is loading. Select this particular window. Select this particular window, click on scan. Yes. So see here, Tim, the number of controls are loaded here. So today I'll explain almost 2 to 3 mechanisms. So please listen carefully. Initially, be focused with identify by properties team. Okay. Now I'm just selecting here one of the control that is the register. Once I choose the register control related checkbox, once I selected checkbox, you can see the bottom of the screen, it is displayed one message, the selected item is unique. Okay. Which basis it is an unique with the help of technical properties. In this technical properties, what properties are selected? One is inner text and another one is a tag. So this point is clear up to here.
Yes.
So these values it automatically pick. You no need to bother. Okay. If you want to add any additional properties also, just add checkboxes like this. Like this you can add. But default Tosca is added two only. But if you want to add more, you can add it. That is the first point. The second point, we understand once you select the respective checkbox, it is telling the selected item is unique and which basis with the help of technical. Even the Tosca is also applying by default technical properties only to make a unique. This point clear right now. The next point is here. If control is not unique, then what is the situations we might face? Okay. That thing I'll explain to you in detail today. I'm just selecting these computers. Click on this. So seems it is unique. This is also unique. Obviously, it is making all this information as a unique one thing. Let me take this add to code or compare list. Okay. I just selected this compare listing. So once you select this compare list, everyone able to see is the selected item is unique.
No.
So ignore about duplicate controls and all. Okay, make sure to check 2 things here today. What are those 2 things? The control is not unique. If not unique, then what is our action as an automation tester? So our action is here, team. Just check the technical possibilities. Automatically, Tosca selected 2 properties. One is tag, another one is the title. But based on these two, this control is not unique. Then you have to add additional properties details here. I'm just adding inner text. But after selecting inner text, is that unique?
No.
Team?
No.
No. Can I choose class name? Yes, but the class name itself, it is holding some numeric values. Everyone able to see that?
Yes.
Don't choose. If you want to choose these numeric values, we may had a chance this will change dynamically. Just remove this, keep a asterisk here. If you want to accept any numeric value, it replicate, then use the class name. But after using a class name also, still it is not a unique. So do we have any other possibilities here? So HTML is not recommended. Outer HTML is also not recommended. Why HTML is not recommended? I'll tell you. This is the complete backend code. This is completely backend code. The front-end developer who had built this particular application, they build this code. Button is the tag, button is the tag, and the type button and button related properties. Those all button related properties. Type, class name, it is already added. This is the title. And here window, some written false, Ajax related stuff is running here. This is completely HTML code. If developer changes anything here, that will be impact to our automated script. So don't use this HTML feature, like outer HTML feature. Clear? Team, clear this point so far?
Yes.
Okay. The next point, here you can see a representation properties. In these representation properties, check each values. So action point, static or dynamic? It's a dynamic, correct?
Yes. Screen
Action
resolution
point of
changes.
exactly. So this action point, it is capturing X and Y axes. It resolution change from person to person, like laptop to laptop, correct? Not recommended.
Yes.
So controlling area is also not recommended. So I said, right, associated label. But do we have any value on this associated label? No. If there is no value, don't select. There is no use also, even if you select it. Okay. Next. So default name is there, team. Directly you can select the default name, but after selecting default name also, still this control is not a unique. And here you can see some of the steer properties like disposed request, enabled. Is that control enabled? Yes, it is true. Is it focused? Focused is nothing, but it is a kind cursor movement. Whenever you open the application, sometimes we can see cursor movement hovering on the controls, right? So that is, we call it as a focused. It is false. Interactive elements. Yes, it is interactive element. Is control framework? No. Is steerable? True. Are you guys able to see all these Boolean values? It always change, right?
Yes.
Yes, don't select that. Okay. And here the last and final one is the label. Label also is selected. And visibility is also, if you want, you can pick it. Otherwise, don't require. See here, team, observe very carefully. We just check all the possibilities of representational properties and technical properties, but still this control is not a unique. If control is not unique, then what is our next step? If we scroll down, everyone able to see here the X path.
Yes.
So X path is not recommended because let me show you here. It is capturing the X path from the root structure, root element. What is this one? ID main, that means HTML. Totally div tag, one div tag, one section. Under this, one more div tag, one more div tags. The root section onwards, this information is captured. What exactly it is, Anusha? I'll show you. For example, this is your compare list. Okay, right click, inspect this element. You are in this area. So if you go little bit up, if you go little bit up, if you go little bit up, you can see here. So what is the first root element? HTML body. Under this div tag, this main one. So it is capturing this particular one, where which one onwards? Main one onwards. Main div section, again div, one more div. So here one more section under this one div. So again one article. So this div tag, under this div tag, here the button is there. So this entire tree structure node elements are captured here. So is there stable or dynamic?
Dynamic only.
It's a completely dynamic. Okay, don't choose this one. The above areas, below areas, completely dynamic thing. Dynamic properties. Don't choose. This one is the outer HTML. This one is the expand. Don't select. So Anusha Mari, if we don't want to use these two things, then do we have any other possibilities? Yes, we have. So I'll explain one by one today. Please listen. One is make unique button. One is make unique button. If you go to Tosca scanning window, are you guys able to see one button that is enabled with the name as make unique button?
Yes.
Yes. If you click on this make unique button team, automatically it is becoming as a unique. But as an automation tester, make sure which options this make unique button is selected. This make unique button obviously select any of this technical and representation only. What we did earlier, the same thing it do. But which property it is selected right now?
Outer HTML.
So is this recommended?
Mm.
Not recommended. Then do unselect. So if make unique is not selecting properly, then use other mechanisms. Identify by other mechanisms. So the other mechanism is nothing but go with self-healing. So this self-healing properties, it helps us to while working with a vision, AI and all properties team. So this is one of the option. It is available in Tosca. If we click on the self-healing properties, are you guys able to see? The self-healing properties tab is loaded and even it is selected some properties here. Let me show you one by one. So default name is selected. Yes, we have a name. Label also selected. Yes, we have a name. Coming to a technical level, do we have any area label over here?
Mm.
No, but still it is selected. Do we have any idea? ID? There is
No.
no ID, but still it is selected. Do we have any name here? No, but still it is selected. So here you can see. See, the self-healing is also selecting some properties from the representation and technical itself only. But sometimes what is happening, even the self-healing selecting the control properties, there is no value. Here there is no value, but still it is selected. So if there is no value, there is no use of selecting those kind of properties here, right?
Yes.
See here, team. Tosca team is given some feasible options to us. One is make unique button, another one is self-healing. But don't go blindly here. Just do cross-check what properties here it is selecting. That is very important thing. Is my points clear?
Yes.
So then self-healing is not recommended. Uncheck this one. Go to here, identify by. In this identify by section, you can see one is properties. The properties pane already we checked each and every possibility here now. The second one is here to identify by anchor, image, and index. These three are the different mechanisms. Before going to these mechanisms, if you want to check with the parent properties. Self-healing also we done. Let me explain here the parent properties. In this parent properties, how to navigate to a parent property? Very simple. Select the control. Here you can see filtered items. In these filtered items, just hide these filtered items up to 1. Who is the parent of this control? This div tag, correct? This div is the parent of this control, right?
Yes.
Here observe two things clearly, team. Two things clearly. One is parent is not unique, but child is unique. Able to see?
Yeah.
Parent is not unique, but child is unique. So whenever you are choosing a parent and child mechanism, immediate parent and child mechanisms, make sure this parent and child must be a unique properties. Both should be unique. If both are not unique, then don't choose this approach. Deselect it. Again deselect. Now come back to the control. So the parent mechanism, it is always recommended. What is the case here? If parent and the child both unique, then consider. Otherwise, don't consider. This point is clear, right?
Anusha,
Yes.
can you repeat like how parent is not unique and the child is unique?
Parent is, I just selected parent. Based on this parent properties, this child is becoming as a unique. But when you select this parent, you can see the parent related properties also here in the right side.
Mm-hmm.
These all are the parent related properties.
Okay.
So using these parent related properties, parent itself, it is not unique. But here, what are the child elements it is added? Those are unique only. Because we just added parent reference here. If you want to make a parent unique, just go here and check the technical properties and representational properties to make a unique, and all the possible ways you can check. Try to make unique. If still you are not able to make unique, then don't choose this option.
Okay.
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 So Tim, this is somewhat nothing but parent mechanism which we can do. If this is not unique, don't choose this up. Our ultimate goal is here to make a unique of add to compare list. But if that is not becoming as a unique, don't choose the parent. Okay. Just come back to the filtered items to the normal. Good. Let us go to here the next possible ways here. I'll explain the next possible ways. This is the compare list. Identify by anchor. Identify by anchor. So what is anchor here? That is very important. What is anchor here? Anchor is nothing but a reference. Okay. Take any unique control reference within an application. Within the page, instead of application, I can say like within a page. So Tim, within a page, you can take any control reference. Which control reference? It should be unique. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
So you can take any control reference, but that must be unique.
Unique.
This is one of the interview question, Tim. So must you have to highlight, you can take unique control reference only. How to take the reference? For example, I just want to, this is add to compare list. I just want to go with build your own computer. Okay. So here, Tim, few things. Please listen carefully. Don't select these computers like build your own computer. Don't click. Don't press here. Just move your cursor here. Just move your cursor. You always select the not unique control. This is in a select mode. Once you select this one, just go to here. Just move your cursor on the over target reference control. Hold the cursor and drag and drop this reference. Just hold the cursor, drag and drop this reference to here. This is your target control. This is the anchor reference. Once you add this build your own computer reference here, you can see build your own computer itself, it is a unique. You can see the build your own computer related representation properties in the back and the technical properties in the down. Based on these properties, build your own computer itself, it is a unique. We are just taking this particular build your own computer reference to make the add to compare list as a unique. Able to see this? If you want to give a reference team, very simple. Just do mouse over on that respective control. Mouse over only. Don't click here. Just do mouse over. Hold the cursor. Once you hold the cursor, just drag this reference and drag this reference exactly to the anchor control and then drop the reference. Once you drop the reference, based on this build you want the reference control properties, it automatically make the control as unique. When it make a unique, If this selected, the referred control unique.
Is unique.
Let me give add to code reference. I'm just giving add to code reference to you. With the help of add to code reference, is this control unique? No, because add to code itself, it is not unique. Are you able to see the color representation here? Team.
Yes.
Yes. So, Anusha, we don't know, right, which control is unique. Just check all the possible controls within the nearest by this control team. Just check nearest, either top or bottom. You can go any of these, but make sure to give a reference here to create a control references. References team. Clear all of you up to here?
Yes, Anush.
So this is nothing but anchor reference. What is anchor reference? Anchor is nothing but take the unique control reference within the web page. So the recommended thing is here, nearby reference. You know?
Anusha, now we had taken build computer, correct? Means we
Yes.
searched for computer and then some add to carts are came. So we had taken. If we select some other product, then this won't work, right? Add to cart, because again some add to carts will come, right?
Sorry.
Actually, we had searched for computer.
Yes, we are not searching based on this computer properties. We're just recognizing it as a unit. So I'll give you an example. Okay. So the example is very simple. Let us assume team one company is there. Okay. Here some hiring is happening. Okay. And as a person, I just want to attend the interview. So before attending the interview directly, I just want to take some references here. Let us assume I just took the manager reference. So since this manager is unique. So is it mean this manager is going to refer for only for me? Maybe that person can give referral to other persons also, right?
Yes.
No. You can take this, build your own computer reference to any of the controls. It's not like only for one control. If you want to give for 5 controls, yes, we can do that. So the similar way you can take reference for same manager. So, but what manager reference you are taking, that manager should be a unique person within the company. So how this person is recognized based on this particular manager reference. It's not like that directly we are just going with the manager, right?
Mhm.
So what exactly we are doing here in the web application, what is happening? This is the add to cart, okay? So this compare list itself, it is not a unique. It's not identified uniquely. We applied all the mechanisms to make unique, but it is not identified. What I'm telling to Tosca, okay, if this is not unique, take this, build your own computer reference. At the time of performing any action on this compare list or at the time of doing any action here, directly check the relevant build your own computer reference here. So once it is identified, directly it come here and it do a click operation here. Understand?
Yeah.
It is a kind of reference. It's not like that directly we are going to this control. Understand?
Yes. Yes.
That is the main important thing you should understand it. Okay. Clear all of you?
Yes.
Anusha, I have a question here. Actually, add to compare list, you made it unique. Um, so next we have one more add to compare list control, right?
Yes.
So we can I use the same add to compare? Can you go to Tosca?
See, this is a completely duplicate concept. Okay.
Can you go to Tosca tool? Okay. Can I use this uniquely identified add to compare list as an anchor to another add to compare list?
This one, right?
Huh.
Yes, you can take this reference to this compare list. Since
So
it is
for
not unique, right? What
huh.
I'll do, I'll just go to the anchor property. Now, what are the compare list first we identified? I'm just giving that compare list reference because this first add to compare is unique property.
Mm-hmm.
You can take that reference to identify the second add to compare list.
Yeah, okay, Anusha.
You can take that reference. Okay.
Yeah.
Team, as per today, please be focused only understanding the how anchor is working and how all these features are supporting. But the duplicate point of view, we do have a different approach. That time I'll discuss with you each and every point clearly. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So I hope everyone clear with this identify by anchor references, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So the next one is here. I'm just choosing add to card. Okay. Add to card. I'm just selecting this add to card. Let's see the selected item is unique or not. Seems this add to card is not a unique thing. So directly what I'm doing, I'll explain the rest of the things. One is identify by index. Index, it always focus the duplicate entries team. Totally how many duplicate entries we have within a web page? 4. Out of 4, what are the add to card I selected? What is the entry of this add to card? 2. So it is a kind of indexing. We are just identifying the control based on the indexing of the element. So identifying with the indexing is not recommended. If the position or indexing it changed, maybe in the future, it will not work. Okay. Clear?
Yes.
But that is the reason here also you can see the warning message it is populated. The orange warning. Use the index only if you cannot choose other identification criteria to uniquely identify the control. So before applying the indexing, make sure to check all the possible ways. Okay. So if any matching controls are previously considered, just go with that. So before applying the indexing, it increases the stability of the indexing team. Instead of directly jumping to the indexing, so before choose some properties and all check all the stable properties here and later you can add the indexing property. Okay.
Yeah.
If you choose identify by index team, obviously it automatically unique based on this index number. So what Tosca treats, Tosca understand this is identified with the index. The position of this index is equal to 2. Okay. Clear?
Clear.
And last and final one is image identification. Image identification is not recommended. Why? I'll show you here. Just click on this image control. Randomly, I'm picking some controls in the web application. Okay. Now identify by image. If you choose identify by image team, it automatically capture the target image here. It automatically capture the target image. So, and even it suggests us to capture the same image here. Okay. I think it's loading. Just wait a minute. The mechanism is not applied. Identify by index and all. I'm just closing everything. Now we are in a properties pane. Select this particular control. Go here and identify by image. Then it automatically capture the image related properties here. Okay. Let's do one thing. Image identification, I'll tell you separately. Let me save this module up to here. Close it. And right now, let me do a scan again. Go to the module, scan. Go to the module, scan, application. Select this application, click on scan. So this is the image. Click this one. Seems it is not unique. Identify by image mechanism. It automatically show you the control image directly here. Let me try to select again. Sometimes it will not show exactly the control related properties. See, the target image related here, it is highlighted directly. Just scan here. Once you drag and drop here, Tim, directly it show you one pop-up window. Okay, what exactly it means? If whenever you are working with the image identification team, it takes a long time. What we expected more than expected time. Okay, so that is the reason this pop-up is populated. Would you like to consider image identification to search the controls? If we say yes, if we click on yes, what happens? The result, it take long duration without visible scanning window. So in the backend level, what are the scanning window? It is visible to us. Without visibling the scanning window, it takes long time. Now I'm clicking on it. Everyone able to see the scanning window is disappeared.
Yes.
So now it is checking that image. What are the image I just captured now? Once this image is mapped properly, then automatically it add here. Seems based on this image identification, the selected item is unique. Everyone able to see that? So if you see the image properties, what properties it is using, it is capturing the screen resolution. Now tell me, the screen resolution is recommended property? No, it's not recommended property. See here, width and height is search properties, accuracy and full screen offset. What is the offset? See the screen resolution, it's completely a dynamic property. It completely vary from laptop to laptop and VDIs and remote desktops. So obviously these things will change. So don't use identify by image. This is also not recommended. Clear? I'm just giving this information as an experience point of, not a fresher. Okay. So his image is recommended? No. Why it is not recommended? Because it captures the screen resolution. Screen resolution is not common for all the employees. So if I build one test case, maybe that is going to work for my laptop only. If you want to run the same test cases in a CI/CD pipeline, then it will not work because I'm not sure which system it will run the scenarios, right? Understand, team? Everyone?
Yes.
So if you come back to the module section, this is the modules right now I created. One is register hyperlink, and this is the image. This is the compare list. So Tim, if you create identify by anchor, it will create a relative ID. Based on your reference, it create the relative ID property. If you use index mechanism, it create one of the property name. That name is here constraint index. You can see the name of the controller itself. It is a constraint index. So the last one is also relative ID. We are just taking this particular reference to this one. Obviously, the relative combination is created. For image identification, you can see the image identification and image related properties. In the control level, you can see the scroll behavior engine is added. The tag is image only. Not much. Okay.
Yeah.
Tim, clear all these identification mechanism. So the ultimate goal is here to make a unique of the control. To make a unique, we are just following these many approaches. If control is unique, then you no need to bother. Simply save the module and continue with your development. If not, that time you go with all these features. What are the options I explained to you right now? We go with that. Other than this, we do have two more approaches like how create somewhat of customization kind of thing and handling the things explicitly. Those things I'll explain with you with examples. Okay. So clear all of you that identification mechanism so far?
Yes.
Just do one round practice on this identification mechanism. I'll just attach this URL in the chat window. In this Word document, I'll upload this URL. Example, just make it. Once you are done with the installations and all, try to do practice on this. Okay. So that's it for today, team. Yes, Akhil, please go ahead.
So when I tried yesterday on Orange HRM, the employee name text box is not unique. Okay, so can you try just one line here, like making that unique?
Yeah, you can use any one of these mechanisms. Go with anchor, go with the index, or go with image, or properties, or make unique button. Check which one is suitable for us. I think these two things are unique only, right?
So then last I have selected this XPath, then it worked. But you
XPath
said
is
today
not
it's not recommended, right?
because as per today, it's going to work
Yes.
for you. Okay. So
Employee
just
name.
exactly whenever you are planning to run end-to-end scenarios, that time it will give an error because the properties it changed, right?
Yes.
Because the projects are going on in a DevOps manner, development operations and testing both are doing parallelly. If developer added any other scripts that impact to the XPath, that time XPath will broke. Then we cannot able to proceed with execution. So if you take care of module creation itself, then you save a lot of time. Okay. So you can expect at least successful executions at test case level. Your entire test execution is depends upon your module. Getting? So this is complete picture about the module sections team. I hope everyone clear with this.
Yes.
Anusha, while creating, if any user saved a module without making a control as unique, can we find that in modules?
No.
No.
Until unless if you're performing an action on that, it will show you an error category like that control is not found in the web page. Then you can realize these module control properties are not unique. If you want to update the properties, just select this module, do checkout, and then do rescan option.
Mm-hmm.
Just rescan and update the properties. Don't delete, okay?
Okay.
So Tim, please do a practice on these things. Tomorrow and start directly a test case section. What is test case section and what are the action modes it is there? What is data types and what are the work states? And what is the recommended workflow usually we do follow in test case section? Everything I'll discuss with you tomorrow. And who are having a recording wishes, please stay here, Tim. I just received yesterday mail IDs and I'll just check with you one to one. So today onwards, you may not face these issues, Tim.
Yeah, Anusha, yesterday I asked about drop downs, div drop downs, which we can see on our HRM website. Can you show me how to handle, how to steer those drop downs?
So definitely. Do you want me to explain right now?
Yeah,
Or
if it is possible right now, at least some idea about how to steer.
so you know, need to worry. I can give you completely hands-on on this, okay? But the thing is here, the discussion is in very initial stage, right?
Uh-huh.
The team members who are maybe they get a lot of confusion here. To avoid that, I'll explain maybe tomorrow, day after tomorrow, okay?
Okay, Anusha. Yeah, I will remind you on day after tomorrow then.
See, the drop downs, it is a kind of challenging part. Once the test case section explanation is completed tomorrow, so day after you can remind me, I can explain that, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I think.
Yes, T.
Anusha, could you please help me on installation bar?
Yes, please share your screen. So that is the reason I'm just staying here. So who are having installations issues and Tosca recording access issues, please stay here. I'm just stopping the recording.